Carbs, does that kind of get placed in the category of good effort, not the result you wanted, based on what happened there with, 5 seconds to go?
Yeah, I think tough finish. We guys competed. Like, we played hard in that game, and both sides. Like, that was for the circumstance of both teams playing yesterday afternoon game, extremely competitive. I thought the game was very quick. The forecheck pressure on both sides of the puck was extremely high, and so we did some really good things inside of that. They did some things that stressed us, but just disappointing the way that ends. It's just a tough mistake for a young player, but we'll learn from it.
You've been preaching playing with pace since training camp, and I mean today, like you said, you're playing, and them too. You're playing for the third time in less than 72 hours in 3 different cities. But it seems like these last 2 games, this is maybe the best sustained stretch of you guys playing with that pace that we've seen.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, I'd have to go back through, but 2 solid games, and you could tell even at the start of the game we were reluctant to get into that. It sort of caught us off guard, and then I thought our guys did a really good job of catching themselves and saying, okay, we got to get way more direct. We're going to play this way, or we're going to play the type of style that we know we have to play. And sometimes we get lulled into a little bit trying to play a little bit slower and come back with pucks. And now all of a sudden we get surprised by pressure. So I thought we made a good adjustment, and our guys were able to play at that pace like you talk about. And now we just got to sustain that. It's hard. It's challenging. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of details. It takes every single guy on the same page with how it looks, and so it's difficult. But that's what we have. That's our challenge in front of us, is to do that night in, night out, shift to shift.
5 goals in 5 games for Ovi. What have you seen from his game lately?
Yeah, he's playing at a real high level. Feel like he's even skating a little bit more. I feel like there's a little bit more jump in his step. Like, talked about it a couple times since coming back from the break. So it's a positive step, because we need him, and it's well documented our production issues. So for him to get going, and even in the way he's scoring, like, I know these aren't highlight reel, it's in off skates, but these are positive things, and you can feel him gaining more confidence as each one goes in and as he gets on a little bit of a roll.
Can you connect this scoring with his rest in Dubai for a week, so maybe he got fresher?
I mean, anything is possible, right? I mean, that's yeah. It's been something. He's had a recipe for how he spends his all-star breaks, and traditionally, right, he's played well in the second half of seasons, and I think this is no different for him to get a mental away from the game, not think about the NHL, not think about the Washington Capitals, not think about hockey, and be able to come back refreshed and ready for the stretch run. And that looks like right now exactly what's taking place.
I don't think he played any shifts in overtime. What went into that decision?
Yeah, it's on me. I'm trying to look for a specific matchup situation, and I got to do a better job there. I got to find a way to. Yeah, there was just a couple of situations as that overtime was rolling. That's on me.
You mentioned a mistake by a young player. I saw some guys trying to pick Connor up and kind of pat him on the back. So what do you do, I guess, to help a young guy after something like that happens? Yeah, his teammates will probably play the largest role in that. I'll probably talk to him when we get back in here on Tuesday. But I mean, it's just he'll learn from it. That's the bottom line. I mean, I don't need to tell him anything he doesn't know. It's just you can't make that play in that situation, and you got to make sure that you look after the puck there.
If we can ask you one more about Ovi. Well, we asked Oshie what he's seen, and he said his details. He's playing better without the puck. Things he's doing in his own zone are leading to chances at the other end. Have you seen more commitment to defense there?
Wholeheartedly agree. Yeah, little things like he's completely engaged and trying to find ways that he can be in good position and asking questions, and you can see the effort and him trying to do the right things defensively. So I would agree with that.